Foodies, Jenny here doing some Christmas shopping here, and here we got that lovely organic ginger, $1.99 a pound. This is really lovely. Now this is the ginger that you're really going to be using to make that Caribbean flavored ginger beer. Here we have this ginger here. This is the one. This doesn't have that real ginger flavor that what you will get to make that authentic tasting ginger beer. This is through water, so stick with your organic ginger and you're going to get a lovely outcome from your ginger beer. And of course sorrel. Sorrel is in the air. This is that festive season now. Lots of sorrel here to make that lovely sorrel drink here. So you could come on by and check and make it sure you get the correct ginger for your ginger beer. Look at this, my dear foodies. I am so lucky. You see what I see there? This is fresh sorrel. This is a gold mine. Isn't this awesome? But to be honest with you, my dear foodies, I really do love the dry sorrel because it's a petal and for some reason it is more concentrate, and I think this is a little more sour, but it is lovely. If this is what you have, you're going to go ahead with that lovely fresh sorrel. Foodies, this is also another lovely favorite here at around Christmas time, that Penetone cake. It's an Italian cake. I'm going to do an upcoming video on this for you. It's a lovely soft fluffy wool type texture cake or bread. It's just lovely to make like your French toast. It comes in different flavors. You have the fruit, which is like the Tutti Frutti, and there's also the chocolate. Lovely thing, lovely idea here. And you all know that this is Christmas time. When you see this on your table, you know the festive season is here. And of course the tamarind. Here is the sweet tambourine and another sweet tamarind. This one here is a sour, two sour tamarind. This is what we're going to be using to make like those chutneys. You want to make some Indian sweets, savory, like aloo pie, pulori, sahina. You know, you will use this. However, I really do like to use the sweet tamarind. And if you look closer too, there's also the tamarind that is already done. It's the tamarind pulp where the seed already is taken off. You could use this also to make that lovely tamarind chutney, tamarind sauce, whatever you call it. It's also great to put in your curry fish. You could even make a tamarind chicken. There's a video on my page with the tamarind chicken. So my dear foodies, for that lovely sorrel drink from that beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago, there is that Shandy Carib sorrel flavor. Really delightful. Now this I would love to put in a nice pork. You do a nice pork and you could marinate it in a lovely brine here with that sorrel, bringing back that lovely festive taste back. And this is the shandy, which is ginger. Again with a ginger beer. This is lovely. I did a curry goat, and you could use some of this. You could also put this in your nice rice and bean, but you don't want to put too much to give it all that ginger flavor. It's great for brining your turkey. So if you're doing a nice turkey or a nice roast pork, this would be a lovely, great idea to brine that meat with that. And we have here the lemon lime also from the Shandy Carib is also a lovely one you could use in brining. And that carib, just a regular carib. That's another great idea you could use there. And then as we know, our brothers in Jamaica, we have the red stripe beer. We have the dragon stout. Say the strong men drink the black bottle. Give me a black bottle. This is what they mean, the dragon stout. It is something that is also, this stout also is used in making something like a punch creme. It's the Guinness. There you go. This is the correct one. Guinness, an egg with a little milk and malt and whatever. They said it's like an aphrodisiac where you're going to use this to drink. They say it's good for the back. The men absolutely love it. So whenever you visit the island, you must try one of this lovely beer. You could ask the not the bartender, but like those little shops you will have around. Say, give me something for the back, especially by the seaside. They're going to hook you up a nice Guinness. The strength of 3 men. My dear foodies, for that lovely fruit cake, you know, that traditional, you must have that moist black rum cake or fruit cake where you're going to use your fruit. I also have a video on my page how to prep your fruit. So here we go, some Tutti Frutti. You have the prunes. We have that red cherry, the maraschino cherry. Pity there is no seed in there. And we have the raisins. We have the black raisins or sultanas as it's also known, and the golden raisins. We also have the yeah, there it is. This is the currants, very small, beautiful. We have the currants also. And as you know, to acquire that black color for that black fruit cake, I absolutely love to use the molasses because the molasses is also a sugarcane base. However, some of you really swear by using the burnt sugar. So you could use the burnt sugar, you could make this yourself, but I don't like, sometimes if I try doing that, I may end up with a very bitter taste. And I have something here interesting for you. So my brothers and sisters in the country of Guyana, South America, this is casrip. Casrip is used for that international dish that they have, the pepper pot. I also have a video there on my page how to make the pepper pot. It's different types of meat you will use, or you could use one single meat. So something interesting here. All these are seasonal items you will find here at your grocer. So my dear foodies, I am here at Brothers Supermarket, Brothers Produce and Food Market in 1154 East Gun Hill Road here in the Bronx, and I want to share with you my Christmas shopping, what I'm doing here. So here now we have the masa or corn flour. So you know what that means with these leaf here. Yes, you are absolutely right. We are here going to make that pastel. In that beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago, they are known to make a pastel, which is a cornmeal base stuffed with ground beef. Now, with life changing, we could use fish, you could use chicken, and preferences of different meats you could use. However, I really do like the very fine one. So you see how fine this is? I will use this. I have no preference, to be honest, foodies. Whatever is on sale, Jenny's Walk takes it. Now, if you get a lighter color looking one, you could always use turmeric or haldi to get that beautiful yellow color making your pastel. Now, I love some of you may like the olives and the capers. I like to put the capers on, less requested the olives. So you could either take the big stuffed ones and chop it up, or there's chopped one already with pimento peppers and carrots. We could use that. And I love my capers, really. So here we have some lovely capers. Capers is the flowers from the olive tree. And look what I found here, Spanish caper berries. These are lovely berries. It's a lot bigger. It's like the very big pods, a little bigger than the regular capers, as you can see if I put them side by side. You can use this also, and you could also use the olives in your stews, like your rice and bean, your stewed chicken, peas, whatever. So enough said about that. So here we have the leaf. Now when you have to make that pastel, we need the leaf. So here I have a leaf, Oja de Mahana. You know what is this, my dear foodies, for my foodies in the tropical countries and in the islands? This is balize. Like Trinidad and Tobago, you would know that balize plant, the balize flower. It is like a banana shaped leaf. However, it is not as broad and it is tough. So countries like Costa Rica, Peru, they would use this if they don't have the banana leaf to rub their pastel and pasteleon and those food that you will make, even the kanki or konki or pay me or tie up or blue drawers, whatever you know it as. So this is the one I would usually use. This is a big banana leaf, all prepared really nicely. Open them up, good wash, flush, cut them to size, and you use that. Also, tamales and stuff is also used in that. And one of the attendant told me this paper, this is like a parchment paper, I think it is. It's really tough. The Spanish people, my mother-in-law is Spanish from Puerto Rico, and this is what she would use to rub her pasteles. But her pasteles is not made from the corn, it's made from ground provision. And this is the butcher twine that you would use to tie it up. And she would use piece of this leaf to hold it together, and then she will continue wrapping it into this, give it a good wrap, tighten knife, and tie it up with the string. Freeze it. When you're ready, you just steam it up and you're all ready to go. So lovely shopping here to put your pastel together. Choose whichever one you want unless you have preference. As I say, Jenny's Walk, I use whichever one is on sale. My dear foodies, don't forget that black eye peas. I have a lovely recipe there on the page, as it's an old folks say. It's really from the southern states here in America, where the slaves used to cook the black eye peas. It was just like a myth to them, or they believe so strongly that by cooking black eye peas on the last day of the year, Old Year's Day, ringing in the new year, is good luck. And it have spread throughout the slavery time into the Caribbean islands, where the slaves were all distributed out. And it's not the lack of a better word. And now we still keep that culture, which I still do keep that culture, where I will soak my black eyed peas, and you could do it in any form, rice and peas or just fry it up together. But I always have a pot of black eyed peas all year's nights, bringing in the new year into my home, and always hoping and praying for good tidings. So my dear foodies, here's Jenny here in Jenny's Walk at 1154 East Gun Hill Road at Brothers Vegetable Stores. Don't forget that water crackers. My Jamaican brothers and sisters absolutely love that water crackers. It's lovely to also crush on your macaroni or your mac and cheese macaroni pie. There's several different types that we have here that you can choose from. And that cricks from that beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago. We have assorted varieties in this. We have let's take a look. This is the wheat crackers. I absolutely love this with cheddar cheese. And then there's the white one. I also saw oats and multigrain. So come on in over, and there's a whole bunch of different varieties also in that classic water crackers from Jamaica. And as we look over on this side, let's not forget our dry coconut. Lots of coconut here because we have to be making that coquito, which is the Spanish part where the island of Trinidad and Tobago, they would be making the puncha creme. My dear foodies, for the lovely shopping and the festive season here now upon us, we have here lovely oxtail. We have that goat to make that lovely curry goat, the stew oxtail. We have the cow foot over here to make that lovely cow foot soup. And here we're digging into some lovely pigtail. And I have a video on my page how to do your own salted pigtail. We must have some pigtail with that black eyed peas and rice. How about that? Great idea right there. We have the mackerel. My Jamaican brothers and sisters will use this. This will be an upcoming video. I will show to you how they utilize the mackerel. It's a salted fish. Lots of fresh meat, lots of fish. Hi, how are you? Here at Gun Hill Road Brothers. So here 1154 East Gun Hill Road, we have lovely fish here. You see that, my dear foodie? Fresh sliced to your perfection. Choose how much you want. Fresh every day. I absolutely like to come in here to shop for my shrimp. And oh, this is something exciting. What is this? Spearing. I don't know what is that. What is this tiny little one? It looks like smelt. It is lovely to make that nice fish tea. Again, it's like an aphrodisiac. Or if you just want to make some fish broth that you can use. You know, the men say this is something good for their back. This is a great choice because it's high in protein. So I think I'm going to be having some of that. And here's that lambi. You know that video that I did for you, my dear foodies, with the lau lau from Hawaii, with the dashing bush baji leaf. Here you go, that lovely conchs or lambi. There we go. Lots of fresh fish over here to choose from. I think I'm going to pick up a couple of fish myself. So here we have all that whole fish there, all different types of fish. And we have the catfish. This is used a lot for the down south. Some very earthy tasting fish. And then you have like the fish head and stuff to make some nice soup. And now the weather is a bit cold and it's rainy today in NYC. A lovely fish head soup. Something to devour and to keep yourself warm in those cold winter days. So my dear foodies, spearing fish known as like herring fish. What it really is a miniature size of the smelt. It is great for cooking. This is also excellent in making fish sauce. It's like a little bigger than an anchovies. It's great for frying, like fry dry, and you could add it to other dishes, you know, in making like a cutter. It's just crispy and crunchy. You just eat everything, fry everything up with a lot of flour, and you just eat everything up. Divine. It is also used as a bait when going fishing, and where those rods are not to use, you could use this fish as a bait. So let's continue Jenny's shopping here for Christmas at Brothers Supermarket here on Gun Hill Road. My dear foodies, here we go with all those fresh herbs. Here we have the ricao, which is also known as shadow benny or bandania. Really lovely here for all our meats, very strong herb. We have the scallion, flat cilantro, curly parsley, flat leaf parsley that I absolutely love, and the greens or watercress I absolutely love, and lots of ginger, lots of garlic. Ginger and garlic is awesome in all our cooking. Lots of garlic in there. So we have our hot peppers. Here we have the Jamaican hot peppers, very hot and spicy. Habanero. We have the Kirby, as we would call it here, but in the islands, Trinidad, Jamaica, Guyana, we all know it as cucumber. This is our cuki, but it's a Kirby known over here. It's really sweet, crunchy, a lot of nice buttery soft taste you will get from that. Okra and all those other fine stuff that we have here at Brothers Supermarket. What I found here, my dear foodies, do you know what is this? I have a video on this, how you make this Moco Plantain, or Moco as it's known in that beautiful island of Trinidad, where you just give it a little slice, add a little salt to it, and you give it a good fry, nice golden color, and there you go. Excellent. It's $1 for this, not bad, eh? So this lane, my dear foodies, is the Caribbean lane, as I mentioned to you already, all these fruits here that we're going to be using. And here we got the ginger beer, solo ginger beer, mango, solo, sorrel flavor, the white, the red, the grape, a nice hot roti, and an orange solo. Who could resist that? Lovely here. And we have the prune. I didn't see the prune, but here's the prune now. Lucasade, as we all know, to bring us back after having that nice fat out. Replaces back all the lost energy here at Gun Hill Road.